guys? It's Andrea with Sucs For You in Houston, Texas, and I have this beautiful Haworthia Limifolia, very variegated, and it has a little pup, an offset. Well, it's not that little anymore, and it's got some variegation on it as well. And so this video, I want to take the mama out, take the baby off, give the baby its own pot, and I'm very excited to see. I've mentioned before that a lot of my, almost like all the time, whenever one of my other regular Haworthia limifolias flower, it puts out seed pods, and I just noticed on this one, I've had this a few years now, finally got a seed pod on this guy. I'll show you guys. So that is the seed pod. You can see that it's a swollen like little bud, and it's still green. And so ideally we want to leave this on the stem until it starts to turn a little bit more brown, and then we got to catch it before the seed pod cracks open and drops all the seeds. So we still have a few more flowers on here. Oh, I'm excited about that. So I'm still going to go ahead and repot this, even though it could interfere with like the seed production, the pod, but I don't think it will. These guys are pretty tough, and they're just constantly flowering. My Haworthia side of my porch is just constantly like there's flowers everywhere, and you know they're not terribly showy and beautiful. Well, they're showy, that's for sure, as far as how long they are. But you know, the flowers themselves are, you know, pretty simple, and they're not, they all kind of look alike. But I have grown some Haworthia Limifolia from seed before, and it was very fun just to watch them grow. Okay, so well, she's coming out really easy already. Let me show you guys. Huh. So these pots, I forget what kind of flower they're for. It might be like a type of orchid. I don't grow them, so I don't know what they are. This is a particular kind of pot. I just really liked it because it was tall, and I thought, you know, I had some nice Haworthias that it would look good in there, and they do. But as you can see, they don't need a very tall pot. Their root systems are very shallow. I did it over my soil bucket so I could save some of that top dressing. It's all pumice. Okay, and look, it's sometimes the offsets, they stay attached via roots to the mother plant, and you have to, you know, carefully detach them, cut them, let the root, you know, cut and callus over before repotting. I think this one might come away on its own. It might already be like independent, and I wanted to give it a new pot, give it some more room, and give mom some more room to put out some new babies. There might be some pups in here too, look. So totally on its own, ready for its big boy bed, and I'm gonna pop that one up now. Sweet little babe. And I have a pot ready to go. It has a screen in the bottom and some drainage materials, and it is a glazed pot. I couldn't find like a right size terracotta for this little wee guy. Actually, you know, I'm gonna go see if I can find another pot really quick. I think these roots, I think I have a pot that's a good size. Okay, I'm gonna use this one instead. It'll be fine for a while. It is small, but it's big enough for now. And I just don't trust glazed pots. It's gonna be really hot and humid this year. So just kind of get an idea of how to position it. Yeah, just like that. And of course this is very simple, especially since this one was ready for its own pot. Didn't have to damage the roots at all. It came out really easily. And then after, we get some soil in there. Again, I'm using my fast draining mix. And then I'm gonna come back. I have a nice little cup of turfus to finish it off. And the only thing I gotta be careful about getting drainage materials down in those rosettes, down in the leaves, because it's such a pain in the butt to clean them out. I mean, I have tweezers and I can just do that. I see some in there. I'm gonna have to tweeze out, but I don't think you can see it, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And that's it. Isn't it cute? I love this plant. And I really love the variegation. It's super, just very variegated. Sorry guys. I mean, we have yellow, pink, couple different shades of green. It's really beautiful. Look, that's your baby. You did a great job, Mom. Set that over here. I'm gonna check for any other pups while we're in here, and you can see there's some dried old lower leaves. Fill those off, might as well, while she's out of the pot. I don't see any other offsets, and even if I did, I would just bury them back in the soil when I repot. Everything is looking good down here. I don't see a lot of like dry dead roots. Don't want to, again, I'm gonna stop fooling with it because I want that seed pod to finish developing. Cannot wait for that. And then I'll put a little refresher soil down in there and get the leaves, the roots are all down in there. And then these little scoops are great for getting the soil just where you want it. And I'm gonna go back just like with the other one and finish it off with some top dressing, give it a nice finished look. And hopefully she'll put out another baby. Now she knows that one's gone. She don't have to take care of it anymore. Unless she becomes a grandma first. That one has an offset. Okay, finishing with turfus. Again, this is pretty much my go-to top dressing because it's very easy to find and it's cheap. I can find it at like 3 or 4 stores in Houston. I say that, but I can only think of there's Southwest Fertilizer, Quality Feed, and I'm blanking on where else I've seen it before right now. But if you are looking for some, you can just ask all your nurseries, ask around, and the more you ask, the better chance you have of actually finding it locally someday. It's called creating a demand. Okay, she's done, baby's done, and this video is done. Except for please like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Check out my book, The Succulent Manual, and yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great week.